Good morning, guys. I just wanted to do a real quick video for you as a follow-up to new agent orientation. So in new agent orientation, I talk about, the websites that we use the most often, which is our Evolution back office, our travel cafe, our team website. All of those look like these. And those are the things you want to be in often, especially when you're first getting started. Okay. But just kind of to lead you on past that, going through your classwork. Now we put this all together for you, and of course it is optional, but the reason why we put it together for you is because we find it to be the absolute, essence of getting toward success. Okay, so if you go through this list, you will be set up for success. You will have access to the vendors that pay the most, that are the most often used, especially as a beginner in this industry. Okay, now from there, you can absolutely fall in love with one of those vendors and start working through their training, their certification process. Okay. So if you really enjoy Disney, go through their certification. If you really enjoy cruising, work on one cruise line, get yourself hyper focused on something in the beginning so that you can kind of check things off your list and learn what you need to learn and become a specialist in something which will bring value to your clients. Now, the other thing you absolutely want to do is make sure that you're plugged in with your team. If you're not plugged in, then you really are only reliant on your mentor. Now, what happens if your mentor isn't there? You need to go to your team chats, you need to search Facebook, but also there's a whole huge world out there. So if, Archer is closed, your mentor is busy, you're not getting anything from searching in the chats or putting a comment in the chats, go back to the basics. How did you book travel prior to becoming a travel advisor? You searched the internet, right? So absolutely still head there when you feel stumped. Okay, so while there are amazing resources in Travel Cafe, it can be a little bit overwhelming because there's a lot in there, but they do try to, minimize topics by saying, all inclusives or cruises or group bookings. Okay, so these things will lead you to their YouTube channel where you can see more videos. But then again, some of them might be out of date. So while you're in YouTube, go right ahead and YouTube a specific cruise line or a specific destination, right? Say you want to learn all about something different like the Virgin Islands. YouTube these things just as you would have earlier. Pinterest things. Pinterest is still a great way to find maybe like the best place for a destination wedding, more up-to-date knowledge. Even just going to, the Knot if you're looking for specific wedding things for your clients. Expedia is still your best friend. Don't book through it, but get the ideas from it. Okay, it is very user-friendly. It's got a really user-friendly interface, but understand the way Expedia displays its accommodations is going to be in order of how they get paid most. So it's not always necessarily the place you want to be putting your client, but it is how Expedia gets paid the most. So understand that. Also, Facebook is still your friend. Find groups that are about travel, family travel, women travel, the Girls Love Travel is a great group. European travel. Find information where people have put advice out there about a place that they've stayed recently. You don't have to personally have been there to sell it. You just maybe want to have a little bit more education, a little bit more advice. So YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, Expedia, and as always, Google. Top all-inclusives for families on this island. Go to Google for flights. What airline flies from JFK to the Bahamas? Or direct flights from my city to the Caribbean. Those are all things that you can very quickly Google and find things, and then make yourself a list. Okay, I live in this city, so therefore if I'm flying out of this airport, I can get to these places direct quickly, and then start gearing maybe your selling towards that if you want to do more local travel. But think bigger than local travel, because we can book anyone in the US to wherever they want to go, okay, through Archer's IATA. That's all you have to do, is really understand that you are just now using your knowledge to help others book travel. So it really just depends on narrowing down what kind of thing you want to be the best at advising on. Of course, narrowing down also what makes a lot of money, especially in the beginning, and go back to those basics, all inclusives, cruises are huge money makers. Disney are huge money makers because those contracts are going to be larger because they do involve food, drink, or tickets when it comes to Disney. So focusing on those basics when you first get started and using the regular internet, Google, Pinterest, Expedia, Facebook, YouTube, to get a little bit more of that insider knowledge. You'll also see that a lot of the blogs and the websites that you find when you Google these things are other travel advisors. So maybe that could be you one day. You could be putting out the blogs. You could be creating these YouTube videos, these Facebook reels of your travel, of your experience, because bringing value to others through giving them that advice, not just creating a quote and giving them a price and booking it, but really by advising them is really what this is all about. So I hope this helped a little bit. Have a great day and contact us whenever you want, but also, come to us saying, I searched this and now I found this. When it comes to actually booking the travel, there's a lot of vendors that might work, but it just depends on what travel you're booking. Again, a lot of us do use Vax. Travel advisors all over the world use Vax. So that is a booking portal that gives us great commissions. But maybe, you just have to do a little bit of training on how it specifically works. But there are other vendors out there for different types of travel as well. So one last thing I wanted to say, when it comes to your leaders, know that what we need from you is we need your goals, we need what you want to focus on, but we also need to know what your fears are, what you're scared about, and what stresses you out in order for us to inspire you, in order for us to guide you. All right, so make sure to connect with your mentor and let them know your goals. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day.